Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Thursday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m. here in sunny California. Today's video, we're only going to look at one asset, really, and its relationship to Bitcoin. We're going to take another look at ZILLIQA because I believe that the ZILLIQA chart is a bit more bullish than I thought it was before, and so I'm going to give you a strongly bullish case for ZILLIQA. Let's start by taking a look at this Bitcoin chart. As we can see, as we've been seeing, every time we look at the chart, really nothing is the same. I still expect, over here we did boom, boom, and then bam. Over here I'm expecting boom, boom, and then bam, right? So all looks well as long as we stay in these trends and as long as we keep making higher lows in the RSI. All is well with Bitcoin. Now, when we take a look over here at ZILLIQA, it has consolidated further than I had liked and longer than I had liked, and I thought it was breaking down. We did make a slightly lower high. We made a lower low in the RSI here, but we could see the trend this way so that it's just an ascending broadening wedge. So we'll see. It could still, as long as it breaks above this line, it could still head towards this line here. But this is what I'm seeing. If you look at the previous move that ZILLIQA made, starting in March 2020, and you go all the way to the top of that move, it was 14,000%. That's 148x. And it took 399 days to get there. So basically 400 days and 14,000%. So that was an epic run. But then the breakdown, it's been in consolidation 231 days, and it's dropped as much as 80%. So about 80.76%. So we've seen, this extended consolidation period, and it looks like we're trying to break above the whole suite indicator again. If we get another one of these, let's see what that would look like. If I grab this bars pattern here and take a look at this fractal here, if we relay that fractal, and let's assume that it already started here. Let's just kind of overlay it here, and let's assume that that went all the way down to the line, even though it didn't. If we get another move like we did before, well, actually no, because that would cut the consolidation period. We have to start it here at the earliest. If we started here at the earliest, by December of 2022, where does that put ZILLIQA? That puts ZILLIQA at $8.83. And so basically what that would look like is from the current moment, another 392 days, and actually it's a little better because if it went up 14,800%, but let's just take it to this line and see where that is. That's about 10,000% in a 392-day period. So what I'm seeing with ZILLIQA is that it simply needed time to consolidate, and we're coming to the end of that consolidation period. There cannot be an infinite consolidation period. The wave is going to happen, and I think there's a really good chance that ZILLIQA participates in that wave. It's about time. Also, many of us have been staking ZILLIQA and waiting for an exceedingly long amount of time. But just if you're staking it, you're just accumulating through this whole consolidation period has been really an accumulation period where you just keep accumulating and accumulating. So in that sense, ZILLIQA might be one of the best buys on the market right now. Now let's take a look at the ZILLIQA Bitcoin chart to get a sense of whether this plays out when we pair ZILLIQA against Bitcoin. What does that look like? One of the things I've been noticing with TradingView is sometimes it doesn't immediately give me a logarithmic chart, and I have to go back and forth between regular and logarithmic until it becomes logarithmic. Anyway, all right, let me throw some indicators on this chart so I can kind of get the chart set up the way I like it. Take a look at the RSI. Take a look at the MACDs. and then throw that whole suite indicator by ZILLIQA. A lot of people ask me what this is. It's the whole suite by ZILLIQA. I really like it a lot. We're looking at a weekly chart here to start. Good night. I don't even know what that means. But let's kind of zoom in here a little bit and let's see, number one, what kind of candle pattern we're looking at. And then number two, what kind of RSI pattern we're looking at. Right off the bat, you know, I would just kind of draw a trend line here. Sorry. And say it's obvious that it's found some sort of support here, and it's honoring this line of support. Okay. All right, so I would draw the trend line something like that. Don't need this much MACDs. Don't need that much RSI right now. Let's make this a bit smaller for a moment. And let's see what this is going to give us. All right, so the first thing I see is, well, let's see if the RSI agrees first. All right, in the RSI, I can kind of see, okay, it looked like, so we made a higher high there, but then we broke down. So it looks like we've got support here, definitely, and we've started to make slightly higher lows. So you see here we had we had one slightly higher low, and then bam, and now we've got one slightly higher low. What if we get that same movement in the RSI? That would be awesome, right? But what's going to have to happen is just very simply, well, let's see, what would that look like? We're going to need to see the RSI somehow break above. This has been a really steep range. And if you look at it this way, it looks like we just broke above it. So that's hopeful. But we could also kind of do this with the RSI and kind of set a target up here. All right, good enough for now. So first thing that tells me is that the top of this trend should take us up as much as 300%. So this, if it stays in this trend, it outperforms Bitcoin by 347%. However, if it breaks above this trend, which I think it has a great chance of doing, if what we see here is anything correct, if it's anywhere near correct, then we're breaking above this trend. And if we break above this trend, then at the point at which we break above the trend, we could see another 389%. Okay. And so if that's the case, if we get that high against Bitcoin, that means that ZILLIQA can potentially outperform Bitcoin by 2,100%. So that means if Bitcoin triples, ZILLIQA 3 times 21, 63x's. And if ZILLIQA 63x's, so let's check the math here. Right now ZILLIQA's at 88.6 cents. So 63 times 0.086 is $5.41. So if we see a $250,000 Bitcoin, that should take ZILLIQA up to $5.40. Something like that. I'll just leave it there. Oh, I don't even have one. I'll just leave it there. So now let's look at kind of the lowest. If we just get 3.5x, 350%, let's say. If Bitcoin 3x's, 3 times 3.5 basically, Then ZILLIQA 10Xs. So that means we go from 8.6 cents to 86 cents, basically. So worst case scenario from what I'm seeing in this cycle is ZILLIQA will hit 86 cents. That's the worst case scenario that I see, an 86, 87 cent ZILLIQA, probably closer to 90 cents. That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, $8.87, between $5.40 and $8.87. This is if we get a wild move from ZILLIQA. But other than that, I think it's safe to say that ZILLIQA is a strong buy, a great opportunity in the market, and I think we haven't talked enough about it. And there's not enough buzz about it. And so I wanted to talk about it because I think it's a great opportunity. But once again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not telling you not to buy it. Matter of fact, I'm never telling you to buy anything or not to buy anything. I'm just giving you my opinions. And my opinion for myself is that ZILLIQA is a good buy right now in the market. That's all I got for you tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor and smash that like button, crush that subscribe button, and destroy that little bell there next to the subscribe button. And then drop me a line in the comments letting me know what you think of this content. What do you think of ZILLIQA? Huh? What do you think of it? Where do you think it's going? All right. With that being said, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.